It's 5:30, and we'll call our meeting to order of the Aberdeen City Council for Monday, May the 19th. Carl, roll call, please.
Councilmember Remley. Here. Ronayne.
Here.
Lunsman. Here. Slate Hansen.
Here.
Johnson.
Here.
Bunceness.
Here.
Olson.
Here.
Rux.
Here.
Mayor Leibson.
Here. Join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We start needing a motion to approve last week's minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Motion Ruck, second by Olson. If there are no changes, all in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. We'll let it go. Can we let it go for that, Carl? We'll need a roll call here the rest of the way. Are you all here for the Kids' Day in the parks? Are you? What? Are you?
Northwestern Energy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Good. I was going to read this to somebody. I'll just read it to nobody.
They'll probably listen.
So do we.
This is the day that we're asked each year to proclaim Kids to Parks Day. It was organized and launched by the National Park Trust on the third Saturday in May. Kids to Parks Day empowers kids, encourages families to get outdoors and enjoy the parks. Important to introduce a new generation to our nation's parks, and we should encourage children to lead a more active lifestyle to combat issues of childhood obesity, diabetes, hypertension, and whereas Kids to Parks Day is open to all children and adults across the country, we encourage that participation and proclaim May 19th as Kids to Parks Day. And of course, we think we have the best parks in the state here, and most people who come here end up agreeing with that. So appreciate Doug and all of his people that make our parks what they are. No one signed up for open forum? Then? So we have next our consent calendar, routine city business, items A through F.
Moved.
Second.
Motion Bunsen, a second by Johnson. Questions on any of them? Roll call, Carl.
Councilmember Remley.
Aye.
Ronayne.
Aye.
Lunsman.
Aye.
Slate Hansen.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Bunceness.
Aye.
Olson.
Aye.
Rux.
Aye.
Mayor Leibson.
Aye, motion carries. Under new business, item A presented to us tonight for possible approval is a resolution accepting the dedication of essential public facilities in Happy's 1st through 4th Central Subdivision. Is that you? Robin.
Thank you. I do want to correct one thing. This was prepared by our city attorney, so you know it's accurate. If it was done by me, we'd have to correct a couple things afterwards, so this will help us move along easier. Basically, we're gonna do the dedication of the facilities. We have done a couple of these already. This is gonna tie them all together and make sure that we don't have any pieces that did not get done in previous dedications. And the only thing that we've noticed right now is that the one holding pond will have to be deeded from Happy to the city of Aberdeen, but we feel the facilities are in good shape and ready to go.
Move approval.
Motion, Ronayne, second by Rux. Questions, anybody, what we're doing here?
I would add that you'll notice that Happy 5th Central is not part of this dedication. They are still in process, and we will have to wait another year before we can accept them.
Okay. Anything else? Carl?
Councilmember Rux.
Aye.
Olson.
Aye.
Bunceness.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Slate Hansen.
Aye.
Lunsman.
Aye.
Ronayne.
Aye.
Remley.
Aye.
Mayor Leibson.
All right, motion carries. Next item comes from our city attorney, request for a license to locate a pole in the right-of-way.
I'll defer to our planning and zoning director, Brett Bill, on this one.
And contrary to Robin said, it was put together by a city attorney, and we hope it's right. This is a request by Northwest Energy to locate a pole within the public right-of-way at 405 North Commerce Street. The pole is used for advanced metering. This went before the Board of Zoning Adjustment earlier in the month, and they put several stipulations on it that they must obtain a license from the City Council, which is what they're here for tonight. The required permits must be obtained in order to construct the pole, and they shall be responsible for the maintenance and liability of the structure. With all these things, staff and the Board of Zoning Adjustment recommend approval.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion Remley, second by Ronayne. You all here for this? Okay. Are you okay with the stipulations and everything we have here? Okay. Any questions from the council?
Yes. You know, Ron, I'm curious that we're using the term license instead of an easement, and does that seem to signify that it is revocable?
The language that I'm intending to convey there is that the license is the right to be there for as long as it's needed, but not past. We're not necessarily saying that it's revocable, but we don't want it to be one that runs with the land.
Perfect. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Let me get a better understanding of what advanced metering is.
So essentially what Northwestern Energy is doing is currently they are reading their utility data manually with a meter reader, and they would like to upgrade their system where the data can be read digitally. And their first step towards that would be installing the utility pole with the cable or the antenna box on it, and then moving forward, then updating houses individually.
Is it likely that there will be additional requests in the future like this one for additional poles?
Not that I'm aware of. We have others within the city.
Sure.
But what they're doing is they're installing their antenna box onto an existing pole. They're not needing a new pole. The reason for the new pole is the existing pole that's at that corner of North Commerce and Industrial Avenue is owned by the city with a city street light, and they just don't want liability issues with that.
Thank you.
Okay. For the minutes, could you identify yourselves?
I'm sorry, I'm Chelsea Sheridan with Clark Engineering.
Okay,
I'm
thanks.
representing and assisting Northwestern Energy with their permitting.
Mr. Rolls?
Northwestern Energy's always been a great partner for the city of Aberdeen. That's not in question. But my career has always been to not allow anything in the right-of-way. Once we start doing that, I'm not certain who else will make similar requests. I understand that a stipulation is in place that you or they assume responsibility for any liability and things like that.
They do.
I'm just fearful of any future requests if we grant this that others may try to follow. Are there any other options for this location?
Right now, this is the best suitable location, which they would prefer that the pole be there.
We've recently had requests for cell towers that are placed around the city in the public right-of-way. So we had that request come from SDN, and they're now peppered around town.
The first one now.
Northern just asked for that also, didn't they?
Yeah.
The fence down on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Any other questions? If not, we have a motion and a second to grant this request. Carl?
Councilmember Remley.
Aye.
Ronayne.
Aye.
Lunsman.
Aye.
Slate Hansen.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Bunceness.
Aye.
Olson.
No.
Rux.
Aye.
Mayor Leveson.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item C is bills presented for payment tonight from city departments. $531,726. May recycling to dependable, $22,871. TIF number 8, loan and principal payment to Great Western Bank, $192,648. Insurance payment to Wellmark for April, $10,215. Northern Electric service charges, $69.38. Tri-State water and cooler rental for Rideline, $16. AT&T monthly Wi-Fi charges at Rideline, $367. NVC May cell phone charges, $81. CenturyLink charges $39.86. Bournes Group postage, $42.20. Two 2018 Ford 250 pickups from Pearson Ford Lincoln Mercury. The total is $62,652. Payment for the Ordway electricity to Western Area Power, $41.38. Banner Associates payments for the water treatment plant, payments 15 and 18. $28,651. Technical support for work at the water treatment plant by Aqua Pure Inc., $18,050. Dependable sanitation May trash service at the water treatment plant, $121. And Aqua Pure at the water treatment plant tech support, $18,050. Dependable sanitation at the water treatment, $121,000. Mileage and meals to Robert Braun for a workshop, $227, and to Dennis Cornder, $369, and a payment to Acero Resources LLC for PSM and RPM program development. Carl, I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
Does anybody know what that is?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Okay, actually, the federal government chose to look at our chlorine storage, and we went through a federal inspection, and with that inspection, they wanted us to do a safety program, and so we had to hire this firm to go out and give us recommendations as to how better to handle our gases out at the water treatment plant, and got a safety plan with it.
Okay, I meant to ask ahead of this, but thanks. Their charge for that is $20,933. And those are the bills. We need a motion to pass.
Second.
Motion Bunsen, a second by Rux. Questions on any of them?
The May trash service, Mayor, I think is 121, not 121,000.
Oh, okay. A little different. Carl, make sure the check's just 121.
Round down.
Roll call, please, Carl.
Councilmember Rux.
Aye.
Olson.
Aye.
Bunceness.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Slate Hansen.
Aye.
Lunsman.
Aye.
Ronayne.
Aye.
Remley.
Aye.
Mayor Leveson.
Aye, motion carries. Lynn?
I have one quick item.
Do I have
provided
payroll tonight?
payroll.
Yes,
Payroll.
yes, I forgot. I still have to do payroll yet. Sorry.
Okay.
Payroll April 29 to May 12, and City Sheriff, Social Security, Old Age and Survivors Insurance, Retirement, Health, and Life.
Moved. Second.
Motion Ronayne, second by Johnson. Carl?
Councilmember Remley.
Aye.
Ronayne.
Aye.
Lunsman.
Aye.
Slate Hansen.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Bunceness.
Aye.
Olson.
Aye.
Rux.
Aye.
Mayor Leveson.
Aye. Okay, now Carl.
Okay.
Lynn?
Thank you. I have one quick item. I provided you a copy of the South Dakota Department of Ag's recent announcement about emerald ash borer confirmed in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And I don't know if you had time to read it or not, but our city forester just got done completing an emerald ash borer management plan. And he indicates, and it'll be a matter of time, I imagine, before we'll be infested like Sioux Falls, but 43% of all the trees in Aberdeen are ash. So this will come similar to what Dutch elm disease did 20, 25 years ago as far as the impact to our forested
Was that
city.
a $3 million impact for just the city? Or was it 2.5 to 3 million, I think?
Mm-hmm.
And the inventory of all others is valued at 12 million, I think was the number I saw in the report. It's an astonishing number. I mean, wow.
Huge.
I got 5 of them on my lot alone.
So what are we, okay, we've identified, we have the study. What's our next step?
Oh, well, the first thing is we need some ordinance modifications, and after we get those ordinance modifications, I asked Doug if he would send Aaron in and do a presentation of his plan, and so we'd have a better view of what the overall plan is, and he could tell us of a summary as to suggestions. But it looks as though one of his suggestions is he would like to start depleting what he calls weak trees, which then might require a little bit more efforts on the city's part to get those vulnerable trees out of the way, with the fact that, in fact, we'll probably be exposed to the disease.
Anything else then?
No, thank you.
From anyone else?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion Ronayne, second by Rux. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.